So we're at Beaver Park.
Right, here we go. Beautiful par 3, eh?
This is Malone Golf Club. Wow, is it beautiful. We're staying at the Hilltown Lodges tonight. We're having dinner here as well. Stay well, Maxie. See you, mate. So day 3 on our Tee Time Tips on tour. 9 in Northern Ireland, Gaz, and we're going to play a couple today, at least a couple, on some very special golf courses. This is Portrush. So this is our Tee Time Tips on tour, 9 in Northern Ireland. This is hole number 5. I'm 1 under par. I've got a 379-yard par 4, but not all par 4s are created equal. That is the look. How's that doing? The Antrim Coast, Royal Portrush, the Dunluce Links, and that stunning looking hole. 1 under. I think this is a birdie chance. I think this is a great chance for me to get to -2 if I can take my attention away from the views, which are fairly epic. Not unlike my golf swing. Some would say, my mum, really, my nan, unleash the Kraken. Oh, to be fair, I have absolutely hammered that. That could be on the green. That's harsh. I mean, look, I'm 4 yards too far right for being on the green with an eagle putt, and instead I'm in the hay. Come on. Not bad, not great, but not bad. That is so beautiful, isn't it? I mean, you can see out towards Scotland on a clear day. The skerries are out there, the beach is stunning. I mean, I wouldn't be swimming in there on a day like this, if I'm honest. It's so beautiful, and yet all I see are the out of bounds stakes, like literally 25 feet behind. That's me though, right? That is me. It gets my attention on here. That wind is humping, so it's like, if down this wind, it'd be so easy just to drift past that flag and turn what's a birdie chance into a double bogey. But thankfully I do have a putt for birdie and a chance to get to 2 under in our 9 in Northern Ireland. We're going to use the Tee Time tip here on the putting as well. It is a good chance, but the wind makes it much tougher, because what is normally like a left edge putt, that wind's making me want to make an ugly stroke and tweak it back towards that left to right wind to stop it going on it and missing to the right. Instead of doing that, I'm going to commit to changing my alignment. It's going to turn more because that wind is strong enough. So I'm going to give it a couple of balls at least outside the left here and commit to a new line, rather than try and manipulate it. Here we go. A little bit wider in my stance because I like to feel a bit more stable when that wind's buffeting me around. Oh, come on! Making your 3 on the Dunluce Links, the 5th hole. That's what it's all about. Box stick.
It's ridiculously heavy. Who does this for a living? It's nuts.
So you may notice that I'm 2 under after 5 now in my 9 in Northern Ireland. So we're going to do another hole here in honour of the fact that, of course, the 148th Open was played here at Royal Portrush. And what a hole to do it on. It's the 7th. It's a par 5, our first par 5 in our 9 in Northern Ireland. And it is quite scary. I don't know why I picked it. You'd think I'd just pick easy holes all the way. It's sort of been my theme so far, but no. We're going to up the ante. This is challenging. It's a difficult hole because, well, you can see that knee-high grass has sort of been a bit of an issue for me through most of my playing career. There's lots of it, and a fairway that, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like it's not really there, and we might have to be single file as we go along it. The whole crew's here because we're going to do a Tee Time tip as well. Hole number 6, 9 in Northern Ireland, 2 under par. Wind off the left. It's an ugly wind for me. It's leaking a little down the right on the wind. Oh, I flew the bunker though. Might be able to go for the green, we'll have to see. .260 to go I've got. The wind's helping a little, but mainly off the left-hand side. I want to try and chase it up onto this green. It's blind for where that flag is. I'm going to use my UDI. Struck it well, it's leaking a little bit again. I got lucky with the tee shot, mind you, to find the fairway. We'll have to wait and see, I don't know. So my luck's run out, my luck has definitely run out. It did leak a little right, and on the fly into the sands. I wouldn't think that happens that often here. And there's another bunker waiting for me just down here, have a little look. So I'm going to try and go out to the left-hand side. Source this Tee Time tip, it's plugs. How do I play? I'm going to square up the face because I want the club to dig into that sand to pop it out. I don't even need, even with that lip, to use a 60 degree, because on that upslope it's naturally going to elevate it. So if you've got a plug line and upslope, you can even go down to your 56 or 52 degree and then commit to hitting into the sand. It's not going to come out very well and it's not going to have much spin, so it should roll out a bit for me. That's not bad. To be fair, I think I've done a decent job there. I'll have that. I'll have a bit of that. I mean, to be fair, 2 pots are going to be all right. Make the 5 move on. Missed an opportunity here, really. Although, having said that, the tee shot was the scary bit. A wind off the left, you hit it into that hay, that fescue off the tee, I mean, screaming 6. Go, 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 go. Ah, give myself a bit of work. Okay, it's a 5. Par 5, I'll take it. Could have been worse. So we're coming into Portstewart. Well, the stakes are rising, as is the wind. Portrush, it was tough. The wind was blowing. It's an Open Championship venue. Portstewart, I've never been here before and I'm already terrified, but very excited as well. This is the first tee. This is the look down. How about those dunes? My word. This is a pretty special place to be teeing off, and it's the opening tee shot. Believe it or not, it's 427 yards long. It's the 11th hardest hole, which means that there's only 7 easier, which means it's going to be a long day. But it's going to be a hard shot because the wind's coming across from left to right. This is the scene of our 7th hole in our Tee Time Tips on Tour, 9 indoor 9. And I am a bit concerned now because as much as I am 2 under par, shots are going here probably. Shots are going here. It's my worst nightmare, big left to right wind. And for most golfers, especially high handicap ones who maybe battle a bit of a cut, this makes me want to swing into the wind to stop it going over here. But when we do that, and here's a little Tee Time tip, when we swing more to the left to pull it away from the wind, we actually put more spin on it left to right. So the key is aim further left in total and make a nice normal neutral swing, use the wind, let it move on it. In theory, oh, that's flush to be fair. That's got half a chance. I'll tell you what, that's got half a chance of not being lost. I think if in years to come, this could be where it all started, my comeback. It could be, and if in years to come you see I'm the Open champion, 1, you have to wonder whatever happened to the world, but 2, you might look back and see this is the moment, because I've played some of my best golf on this trip, Max, and I think you might be the factor that's allowed it to happen. Anyway, if this doesn't work out the videography, you can come and be my caddy, can't you? Right, here we go. Not directly down, it's a smidgen from the left as well, but 140. Nice little tip here as well where you land the ball. So yes, it's downwind, so 140 is not playing 140. I guess it's playing even 120. But then I don't want to land it 120 because that's by the hole, so I'm going to land it a good 50. Do you know what I mean? It's almost playing 105 yards. And give it a bit of a berth to the left-hand side. Easy. Oh, it's the back edge, Max. Back edge, bad club, mate, you're sacked. Right, this will be slow back into the wind for a birdie. Oh, Max, I had it if I hit it. Par 4, which is more than acceptable because that's the sort of hole that I can make 7 like that. 2 holes to go, 2 under par. Breathtaking, it really is. It's the only break from the wind you get all day. I'm going to stay here. Let me know when it stops. That was a long day of golf in blustery conditions. I feel like I've been inside a hairdryer for like 10 hours today, but it was so enjoyable. 2 just worldy golf courses. I knew what I was getting with Royal Portrush, but Portstewart, I got to tell you, I've never seen anything like that. It was incredible, wasn't it? The views were great, but the golf course itself as well, so well put together in its design. That was a real treat. I can't wait to go back there again. But it's not a day in Northern Ireland. It's not a day in this part of the world playing these golf courses unless you pop in to see Willie at the Harbour Bar, and that, my friend, is the Harbour Bar right over there. The hardest thing about it is getting the parking space. I don't know if it's because we had a long day on the links, but I'm super excited for this pint of Guinness. Willie in here, who's a real character as well, he has the keg right underneath the pump, and apparently the tiny amount of distance that it travels is one of the reasons it's a great pint. I don't know if it's actually true, but I believe it when Willie says it. So it's our last day of our trip. It's been a wonderful one, played a lot of golf, and we're into our 7th of 8 courses, but this one is a classic. I've played it before as well. Royal County Down, designed in 1889 by old Tom Morris, the legend that's old Tom Morris. It's changed a lot over the years. It was the first time I ever came to Northern Ireland. I was 17 years old, it's for the British Amateur. This was one of the courses in. I shot 77. I played really, really well, to be honest. So it's hard, it's beautiful, it's everything you'd want from a great golf course. I'm excited to get out there. Gaz, you've not been here before. What do you make of it?
It's wonderful.
Excellent, nailed it, mate. Well done. Let's get out there. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's raining. That doesn't look fun. Oh, it is fun, isn't it, Gaz? Well, maybe not for you because you've been carrying my bag all day. But we've had a blast. It almost adds to the experience playing in a bit of rain, doesn't it? I mean, it's not so bad like this, but it's like that True Links test. There's not a lot of wind, not like there was yesterday anyway. I'm under par when it comes to our 9 in Northern Ireland, Gaz. And 2 under, 2 to play because this is hole 8, and it's going to be Royal County Down. And normally as a par 5, I'd be thinking maybe a 4, but we'll have a little look. Have a little look what's up there. If I can just manage to avoid the bunkers, the thick rough, the heather and the gorse bush, there's potentially a birdie waiting for me. What have we got here? It's the 18th, it's 548 yards. It's atmospheric, the rain, Gaz, isn't it? Atmospheric, mate. Gaz? Well, you'll be pleased to know that I did manage to miss the gorse, but I did actually find the heather, and that's where I'm going to be playing my next one for. And also it's gone from being a birdie chance to being 5 is going to be a good score here because I'm not getting far from this point. You can see the ball looks alright, but heather is gnarly to play out of. Not as gnarly as gorse, but still pretty bad. Tea time tip for you as well, take your medicine first of all. Most people try and do more than they can just because they want to. So I've got my 8-iron here, which is probably still quite optimistic to be fair from that lie, but it's certainly not a 3-wood, which is what a lot of amateurs would try and do from here, and then the next shot would be played from about here, and then you chip it out. So instead, we're going to take our medicine. The loft helps it lift it out of the grass. Grab it a little bit tighter with the bottom 3 fingers on my left hand. I'm going to go straight down into the ground and let it pop out on its own. Hold on tight though, because it will try and twist my club over. I'm just going to pump it up the fairway down the right side there and hope that I can save my bacon with a wedge in my hand from a 3rd. This is not a good spot, guys. Back in play, boys. Back in play. Pitching wedge, little smoothie, it's a back flag, so I haven't got a huge amount of room to work with. I mean, I'd like a 4, but I would definitely take a 5. It's a good line. I don't know if it's a good distance though. Oh, it's over the back, Maxi. Uh-oh. How many under am I? 2 under?
Yeah.
What was I? 2 under?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go super nonchalant because they say that the more you think about these things, the worse it gets. So. There's a certain amount of truth to that, quite clearly. all the courses we've been to, especially these last couple of days, Portstewart, Royal Portrush, obviously we know the history, the Open, but this place, it's really hard, but it brings back great memories for me from when I came here as a kid. And it's every bit as good as I remember. It's every bit as hard as I remember as well, but it's stunning. The quality, the conditioning of the golf course, the heather that's in there, the gorse that's there that, you know, moves from flowering yellow through to that purple heather that's starting to push through. It is something to behold. So if you're going to make your way out here to Northern Ireland, you must pay a trip right here to Royal County Down. Got to jog on though. Next stop. Okay, so it did rain a little. Got a touch wet at Royal County Down, but didn't take away from what was another magical experience. It's awesome. Hard, but awesome course. But anyway, it's time to move on, guys. One more stop left, and it's a bit of a schlep. It's 104 miles.
Have you got the energy for this?
I have. Apparently it's not motorway either.
No, it's all
but it's
cross-country.
worth the drive. Maxie?
Yep. Hold tight.
Your line. It's your time for your line. Go on, Max.
I'll be the judge of that.
Nice, nice. Nailed it, mate. Nailed
There
it. Right,
go.
let's go. Let's go. Okay, so we've made the 100-mile trip across the country and we are here at Lochern. It's our last stop on our trip. This is where we are for the Faldo course as well at Lochern. Absolutely stunning. Of course, Rory McIlroy had a little hand in one of the holes, which you're going to take a look at, the 7th. But 6-time major champion coming to a course where, well, it's the only 5-star resort in Northern Ireland, possibly the best Lakeland course you're going to see on the island of Ireland. Nick's going to keep an eye on me, make sure I don't go wrong. Ain't that right, pal? Pal? Blank me then. Back out on the golf course, it's beautiful, it's absolutely stunning. You just take a look around here, the drama that it brings to this place. Rolling hills, Lakeland golf. And this is the hole that we're going to focus on. In fact, it's going to be the hole for our Tee Time Tips on Tour 9 in Northern Ireland. It is our final hole with 2 under par, 3, 8, 9 on the card. And of course Nick designed here, but Rory McIlroy had a hand in advising him on this hole. He got involved with it way back 2007 for that, when that was done. But he came back here in 2009 and look, was the first person to drive this hole during the Lochern Challenge. That was against Podrick Harrington. 3-8-9. 3-8-9. Drove it on the green, hit to 10 feet, missed the putt, which obviously I wouldn't have done personally, but here we go, driver. Not to go for the green, in these conditions I think down the left hand side, just take a little look at the hole. It's a beautiful dog leg from left to right. I mean, Rory taking it down there, yes it's down the hill, but 3-8-9, and apparently the wind was obviously helping a little, but still, you're looking at a 340 shot through the air, which he does have in the locker, and I find unbelievable. On my very best of bests, I might have 300, But here we go, I'm going to go at those bunkers down the middle, 2 under par, play my last hole, here we go. I've not broken par for 9 holes since, it's not ever, but it's a long time, it's a long time. Oh, I've crushed it. It's exactly on the right line, now it's have I hit it the right distance. I think it's good. I think it's good. What I do know is that it's not in Lochern. If it's not in Lochern off the tee, I'm going to break par. How many by though? Hey Maxie, how about that tee shot? Come on. Under the pressure. Bear in mind that I couldn't find the golf course when I lost my golf game. 3-8-9, I'm just saying, if we cut an angle back here, get the lads to move out the way. Here we go, up towards where that tee was, up there. On the angle, right? If you draw it back here on the angle, Maxie, look. That's where it's pitched and stuck. If you go across, pretty much Rory McIlroy, isn't it? On the front of the green that's landing.
No.
It is. If you go that, if you come down from that like that, and then go across. No?
No, mate.
No? Just go and take the pictures, will you? Get away from me. How far have we got? 90 yards. Okay, maybe the angles don't work. Okay, 90 yards to go. Let's finish with a blaze of glory, or fin it into the lock at the back of the green. One of the two, but let's do it with some drama. The rain almost makes it a bit more atmospheric, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm a bit stiff after that drive, mate. It's not bad. Maxie, birdie time. I gotta say, Maxie, I thought it was a little bit closer. In fact, I thought it was almost a tap in, and it's not. It's what, 12 feet? 2 under through 8. Chance to shoot 3 under par for 9 holes in Northern Ireland. That would be nice. Should we do a tea time tip?
Yeah.
Should we do a tea time tip?
Yeah, do a
It's the
tea
right thing
time.
to do before we go.
Do a
My
tip.
favourite one with putting strokes. Imagine there's a little brush on the bottom of the putter. Paintbrush. And if you're going to paint a line with your putting stroke, how you do it, if you're painting a fence, it'd be lovely and smooth. The changing direction would be like this, like, you know, proper Mr. Miyagi style, wouldn't it? Up and down, paint the fence. Same with the putting. Bad putters generally, staccato strokes. You can have that lovely rhythm with your stroke. It helps you, 1, strike it better, but 2, have more of a feel for that pace. That's what I try and do. Does it work? Not always. Come on, work for me now. Oh, Maxie! 3 under. My 9 in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, I loved you before. I love you more now.
It's a lot of golf, Gaz.
It's been a great week.
It's been a great week. 8 golf courses, 9 holes in more 9, comes to a conclusion. It's been amazing though, hasn't it? So many different types of golf course, things about all the different sorts of terrain, the Great Links courses in Northern Ireland, but at the same time finishing off on just like the most remarkable Lakeland as well. What a resort this place is. It's one of those trips, it's a bucket list trip, and yet I've been here now so many times. This is our 3rd trip with Discover NI, and yet it just keeps getting better. I feel like we open up more and more doors. It's just an incredible place to come and play. We're definitely going to come back, but on this trip the goal was to play our favourite 9, 1 at each of them. We played 2 at Royal Portrush as well, in honour of the fact that it hosted the Open, the 148th Open, and now I've got to fill in the scorecard. But before we do, I feel like we've got to say, and probably for people watching, when you come out, all these experiences, these golf courses are off the charts cool, right? I mean, you don't play as much golf as me, obviously, but they're pretty cool to look at.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, even just hanging out there is really cool. But for all the experiences, for all the golf courses that you can play, the thing that makes Northern Ireland for me are the people. The people are incredibly friendly, the warmth, the hospitality. People milk it, people talk about it, but the fact is, it makes the trip and it makes you desperate to come back, and that is why we are definitely coming back. But not before I filled out this scorecard. So here we go, last hole of the 9. What hole did we play? The 7th. It was one that Rory had a hand in designing with Sir Nick Faldo, and I made, it was a par 4. There you go. I made a 3 to finish. It's my 3rd birdie of the trip.
So you finish up?
Which means a -3, so it's a total of, what do we have, 2 par 3s, 2 par 5s, oh, it's a nice square 36. I made a 33 for -3, so there you are. Our tea time tips on tour scorecard, all the golf courses, the emblems of them that we played, and of course, proof is in the pudding. There's the score, 33 to the turn. You know what my favourite thing about that scorecard is? Our 9 in Nor 9. Do you know what my favourite thing is, guys?
Tell me.
Well, we all know that a full round of golf has got 18 holes and we've only played 9, so do you know what that means, Gaz?
We're coming back?
It means we're coming back and we want you to come along for the journey. Hope you enjoy it.